back, and we just finished watching 2021's Godzilla vs. King Kong, directed by Adam Wingard. The story, I guess, follows another chapter in the Monsterverse they're trying to reboot over here, I guess.
Or create.
In this one, we see what looks like to be an epic battle between Godzilla and King Kong for supremacy, but with an added twist at the end. Millie Bobby Brown and Kyle Chandler returned from the previous Godzilla movie.
King of the Monsters.
King of the Monsters movie. I don't think any of because Skull Island was in the past, right? So none of those people.
Yeah, Skull Island took place in the 60s.
And I have to say, I'm going to out myself and say I still like Skull Island the best out of these three pieces, because we're not taking into account Bryan Cranston's Godzilla, but
well, I mean that's part of this.
It is, but it doesn't feel like it's part of it for some reason. I feel like
because they show clips of it in the beginning of this movie.
I suppose.
And the monster from the first one, or like versions of it, were in King of the Monsters too.
Right.
So yeah, it's all together. But I agree. I think Skull Island is
still by far
the best one of the bunch.
best one of the bunch. Yeah. I still, whenever I see it, I always kind of go back to it, and just even if it's halfway through, I'm like, I need to sit and watch this. There was such great storytelling all around, and just the setup and everything was just fantastic. But this one is no slouch. It feels like a complete action movie.
I mean, it's definitely got its action set pieces. There, obviously, the exposition bits and whatnot. But I think the pacing is pretty fast. They get to the action fairly quickly in that that first.
They're decent action set pieces. I feel like.
The special effects are great.
The special effects are great.
Kong looks
Thank
awesome.
you.
Godzilla looks awesome.
Godzilla looks awesome.
The
thing at the end. Are we
no, we're not spoiling anything.
Because I was going to say, this just came out, and I know how you don't like to give spoilers.
Do not spoil anything.
Yeah, this movie is long. It's an hour and 53 minutes. It's rated PG. There's a lot of strobe stuff, so if you have...
Oh, the epilepsy
warnings, yeah. If you have that sort of stuff, just shy away from this, especially in the beginning. I didn't find the fight sequences at all alarming. None of my kids were scared, but then again, I have a 12 and a 9-year-old, so if you have younger children, this might be a little too dark for them. I want to say 9 and up is a good age for this cinema fest, or what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, it's
not scary, it's just intense.
There's a lot of action, a lot of fighting. There could be some tense moments when people are obviously in danger and fights are occurring and monsters are getting hurt. I don't know how your kids will
react to that,
or how much they'll invest themselves in the welfare and safety of these monsters. But yes, monsters are hurt in the making of this movie.
They're not real monsters.
No, there's no real there's no real monsters. Don't look like King Kong or Godzilla.
Well, you know what? Let's go around the table and get impressions. Olive G, what did you think?
I thought this movie was great.
Yeah. Did you have a favorite scene?
Don't give away any spoilers. Just.
Or you know what? Did you have a favorite character?
Who are you rooting for, King Kong or Godzilla?
I have favorite characters.
Okay, who's your favorite characters?
The little girl.
The little girl, okay.
King Kong and Godzilla.
Was the little girl's name Chia or Gia?
I thought she said Tia.
Tia? What the hell?
Gia, it's Gia.
Gia, okay.
J-I-A.
So the little girl and
Gia.
King Kong
and Godzilla.
Okay. You didn't like Madison?
Madison Square Garden?
No, Madison Russell, the girl that was
Millie Bobby Brown, 11.
Millie Bobby Brown, 11 from Stranger Things.
I wasn't really interested in what she was doing in the movie.
Okay, fair enough.
I could see that.
Yeah.
I could see that.
Yeah.
I mean,
I gotta be honest.
I feel like Gia had a bigger role.
Yeah, the little girl was definitely more pivotal to the plot. I feel
well, in my opinion, I feel like 11 was acting like an idiot.
What? I don't know about idiot.
I don't think she was acting like an idiot. She was being very proactive and trying to figure out what was going on.
Yeah.
But I feel like her role was pretty much just there for the sake of exposition.
Yes.
To show what was going on. I don't even know if technically she was really even necessary in this movie.
I was gonna say, I feel like they could have put any kid in that role, but I guess they wanted to have some continuity.
I don't even know if that. I would call it the B story. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know if the B story was even really necessary.
Sorry, no, I agree.
It really was there just for the sake of exposition and for like
more time.
Well, we'll just say that you do find out something in the course of the story, and they give like an explanation of why, like how this works, and that's pretty much the purpose for Madison and the other two to appear in this movie.
Bernie, the podcast guy.
Bernie, the podcast guy,
and her friend Josh.
And her friend Josh. Yeah.
Oh, you know what? Let me go to G first. G, did you have any favorite characters in this thing?
If I had to pick, I'd probably say Kong.
Kong was awesome. Kong was the best.
He was the MVP of the movie.
Yeah.
He was the MVP of the
also, remind me of you.
Are you sure it doesn't remind you of your father?
Nah.
Simeon definitely runs in that family tree.
It's the
Stop talking
it's
about
the loudness that you two have in
Simeon
common.
Oh, that's all you.
Roaring.
Stop projecting.
Usually after a big glass of soda.
All right, I'm going to say, you know what? I completely agree with you. You know, I've got nothing in my heart but love for Kyle Chandler. But he had maybe 6 minutes of screen time.
There is a reason why in the credits it is just with Kyle Chandler. He's not listed with the rest of the actors.
I'm like, why is this man in this film? Why was Lance Reddick in this film?
He's a character actor.
I know, but he was another one. He had maybe 4 minutes of dialogue in this. Not even 4 minutes.
He's not really top billed or anything.
I know.
Honestly, when I saw him, I was like, oh yeah, look, it's Lance Reddick.
Yeah.
It wasn't like in the trailer. It's just like, Lance Reddick appears on the screen and everybody's like, holy crap, Lance Reddick's in this movie. I mean, he's a good actor.
He's a great actor.
I've pretty much liked him in everything I've seen him in,
yes,
but he's
yes.
not putting butts in seats for
True.
Lance Reddick.
But still, I feel like the Rebecca Hall character had more screen time. The Alex Skarsgård, however you say his last name, he had a lot more screen time. Gia, I feel like they were the
primaries.
They were the primaries for sure.
Like
But I was gonna say, as far as favorite characters, I liked Bernie, the podcast guy.
Bernie, the podcast guy, was interesting. He provided the comedy relief, also impetus for Madison to go on her quest, which led to a lot of helpful exposition. Because sometimes you'd like to know why these monsters are doing what they're doing. It's not as though they're telling you. There's no interview scene like it's Modern Family or something. It's always just you know what? I was just pissed off and I had to blow up the city.
I don't think you're not going to find the meaning of life in this movie, but if you have 2 hours that you want to kill and you really don't want to commit to Justice League just yet because it's 4 hours, then
Justice League feels like that feels like an investment.
Yes. So if you have 2 hours that you want to just maybe have something in the background while you're folding laundry, or just you want your young children to be entertained while you can have a moment's peace, I highly recommend.
I don't think this is something you should sit and watch and enjoy. This isn't something don't look on your phone while you're watching this movie. Watch the movie. It deserves to be watched. It is good fun.
It is good fun. You're absolutely right.
This is I guess the start of the blockbuster season, and it's a good start.
Yeah.
I enjoyed myself a lot with this movie. I love the fighting. What's not to like?
Yeah, the fighting.
Monsters beating the crap out of each other.
They were called Titans.
Titans, yes,
Yes.
the Titans beating the crap out of each other, crazy
Effects were
world
fantastic.
building, the whole Monarch organization, and one thing I do wish was maybe some other appearances from the monsters. Like the one thing that was like really good about King of the Monsters was there were so many monsters.
Yeah.
And in this
Where
one,
the hell did they all go?
yeah, like what were they doing
On
during
summer
this?
vacation?
Yeah,
Come on.
I thought all of them were like Godzilla's boys now. at the end, the
Yeah,
King of the
boys and
Monster,
boys.
they're all just like, "You're the best, Godzilla. You're the best." And to
Please
this
don't
movie,
kill
You're
us.
the best.
please don't kill. But in this one, it was just like, "Hey, Godzilla, you're on your own."
Maybe they were getting vaccinated. They couldn't,
Yeah,
they
yeah.
couldn't break their appointments.
Yeah.
And
like, certain parts of certain things, I was like, maybe this film was affected by
COVID.
the pandemic, like especially the closing credits. I really enjoy when the closing credits have like a nice closing credits, at least for like half of it. Like
Yeah.
they did in Kong Skull Island,
Yeah.
and I think in King of the Monsters too. But this, it was just black screen with white text.
Thanks for
floating
coming.
out. Thanks
Yeah.
for coming. No
Yeah.
little teaser at the end. Nothing.
Nothing. I know. We stayed to the very end,
Yeah.
right? We were looking for production babies. My kids love it, scoping those out.
Yeah,
None of
so
that.
I
None of that here.
There was a bunch of weird names though, like insanely written names.
Well,
It's
just
not really insane. It's
Yeah,
just
they're
from
just
foreign
from
countries.
foreign countries, yeah. But still, all in all, a really good experience. Thank you, HBO Max, for keeping us entertained during this crazy time. I think this is only going to be on for a month on the streaming service, so if you have HBO...
that it would be.
It's in theaters, which I think it'll play in theaters for longer than that, but it's only streaming, I think, on HBO Max.
I thought it was reversed. I thought it'll only be in theaters for like a month.
No, it says
No.
it'll be streaming for to April 30th or.
On HBO
Oh,
Max.
Did it
really?
say June 30th?
No, but that's what they did with the other. There was something else that we saw that was only limited release on the
Raya?
stream.
No, that's Disney.
No,
Plus.
that's Disney. There was something. Was it Wonder Woman? Because
Oh,
I think
Wonder
that's
Woman. Wonder
playing.
Woman's not on there anymore?
I don't think so. I think they had it on the streaming service for like a month, and then they wanted to give theaters the opportunity, I guess, to.
For Wonder Woman, there weren't even any theaters open.
I think some have opened. Because I think a lot of these businesses have pressured the government, the local governments, like we can't survive kind of things.
Well, yeah, get in on it. It's good.
Yeah, it's really fun. Still not as fantastic as Skull Island.
Skull Island is I think the top
still the best
of the
of
Monsterverse movies.
Of these Monsterverse movies.
I
Completely
think
agree.
I like this first, and then I like Godzilla King of the Monsters second, and I like Skull Island third.
Really?
Yeah.
I like Skull Island first.
Yeah, I like Skull
think
Island
yeah,
first.
Skull Island first. And
Yeah.
A lot of
I
different
would say it's a
concepts.
toss-up.
That's
between-
okay. That's okay.
I may even like King of the Monsters a little bit better, only for the fact that King Ghidorah is in it, and he
King
was
Ghidorah
always
was-
my favorite. I don't know
The foot shizzle.
if you don't like King Ghidorah, there's something wrong with you.
Yeah, he's
Flailing
really
dragon
cool.
head shooting lightning like crazy.
See.
How could you not
love
guy?
that. Yeah. Yeah.
He
Seriously.
is just awesome.
Even in those old 60s
Even in
movies.
that's where I fell in love with
Yeah.
King Ghidorah. Seriously, just
But it's
flailing wildly. It's like I mean, you'd think he was
He's
shooting
like
half
a
the lightning in his
garbage
own
bag
body.
in the wind that can kill anything in its path.
But
Or in
it's
its
funny.
wake. In its wake.
because even in the 60s one, like the effects obviously don't hold up to the
Oh my
present
God,
day
no.
movies, but
Oh, God.
they
No,
were still
definitely
entertaining,
not.
right?
They were so
No,
fun,
no.
yeah.
All right, so I'll go around the table and get numbers. Gigi, 1 to 10, would you give this movie?
I think I'd give this movie an 8.5.
8.5.
I'd give it an 8.
I feel terrible. I was thinking 7, 7.5.
Really?
Yeah,
That's fair.
yeah. What about you?
I just love Godzilla, so
Yeah.
I'll
it was
always,
cool.
if it wasn't, if it was just
Shame
some
on
other
you, Mama.
kinds of monsters, I
Shame.
probably would have gone 7.5 too.
I feel like
Shame.
the got
But-
lady. Shame.
But
Shame.
Godzilla,
Shame.
What about you? 1 to 10.
To success.
1 to 10.
I give this a 9.
A 9.
And
That's
a
fun.
half.
No, it's
A
super
9
fun.
and a half.
Wow.
A 9.99.
That's more than half.
Wow.
Yeah.
Easy.
Olive is being generous. She was thoroughly entertained. There
Yes.
you
Yeah.
go. Which
I
is,
loved it.
and yeah, you can't go wrong with
Yeah,
being
you
able to
can't really go
entertain
wrong with
a
this
9-year-old girl. So there you go.
Yeah, it's fun top to bottom. This movie isn't about philosophies or anything like that.
I
It's
want to
just
raise my
straight
own
up-
Godzilla.
What?
I want to raise my own Godzilla so I can have one as a pet.
All
But
right.
then it'll be
Good
so
luck
big
with
it'll
that.
destroy where we live.
Yeah, it'll destroy the
Yeah,
whole
but I
neighborhood.
could probably ride on it.
Yeah, I don't think
It'd
it's
be
like
fun when
You
it would.
could
it'd
ride
be-
in his nostril. He'll be so big.
It'll be fun
And you
when
see when
he's
he's-
like the size of a little smaller than a horse. But
Yeah.
after he
Pony.
grows more than that, it's not.
Yeah,
fun
I mean,
anymore.
you saw him. He's not cute. I mean, Kong
He
is adorable.
is cute.
No.
Yeah, he is. His little face.
Yeah,
I
it
don't
makes
know
me
about
so
that.
happy.
I don't know
So
about
like
that.
He's so friendly.
Always. The thing
He
that
was
they've done under this
cute.
Godzilla is he always looks pissed off.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think he's great, but he is not attractive.
He is
no,
just
no
like-
offense, Godzilla.
He's
he
just
is
like
not attractive.
he's like, who are you? You making that noise? You know you're gonna get hurt. And that's what he does. It's just like Kong's not even bothering him. He's like, wait a minute, I hear something, and he just travels half the earth to just beat the crap out of this guy.
Kong. Oh my goodness.
And everyone traveled so fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are certain.
That was movie magic. Though.
Yeah,
That's
there's
movie
certain
magic.
they're definitely not caring too much about how long it takes to travel certain distances.
Yes,
There's
yes.
there's a point where
A group of
There-
characters
people-
travels
people-
from the United
people-
States to China or Hong Kong. Sorry. In,
they
the
travel
blink of an
from
eye.
where they are to where they're going. It should have taken like weeks, especially the mode of travel that they were using.
But I think they were
It was
going
going
super
super
speed.
fast.
Yeah, I think they were going super fast. So I
no,
think,
I'm not even. You're talking about the other thing. I'm talking about when they were coming from.
Oh, the
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying. Agreed.
We're not going to give anything away.
Yeah,
but
we're gonna try not to spoil
just
this movie.
forgive those little things
Yes,
because
and
they're
just
not really important to the story. And just
Just
sit
go
back,
see it.
enjoy yourself, turn off logic. I mean, if you're trying to be logical about these things, King Kong and Godzilla would not be able to walk.
Exactly. So that's it from us. We bid you all a good night. And seriously, if you have HBO Max, take advantage of it. Watch this movie. It's fun. It's great.
You'll have a
I
good
think
time.
you'll have a good time. If you're looking for a straight up action movie, this is it.
Uh-huh.
That's it from us, and we bid you all a good night.
Good night.
Good night.
night.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yay!